7. Сейчас.
A bit slow there, Ivan. So what he's basically just done, I'll just re-explain because Ivan was a bit slow. What he's actually done there is he's just measured the diameter of that rod, which is going to go through the wheel. Equal.
Yes.
Identical. This. Identical.
Very more. Чуть-чуть. Very small
this
more.
Sure?
Да, чуть-чуть. Very, да?
This more. More than this. Okay.
Very. Yes.
The diameter of the drill piece he's selected is just a bit bigger than this.
Oh, yes?
Yep.
Good.
Okay,
Good. Oh. Good.
Okay, it's a bit bigger because this has to fit through.
Следующее. 0,9, ясно. Ой, excuse me. Так. Pencil. Карандаш. Сейчас.
Pencil?
Pencil, yeah. Так. Рула. Вот здесь, yes. Так. Вот так.
Okay.
Good.
So he's drawn a line
Yes.
across from one hole to the other hole.
Mm-hmm.
So he basically knows the
Yes.
the path that that's taking.
Oh. No.
Yet?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, the hole only goes halfway through and he
Сейчас
puts a
Опа.
piece of wire into
Good.
it. I understand.
Good.
Stopper.
Стопа.
That piece of wire going into that hole.
Все. Стопа.
Just film. That piece of wire going into the hole, it's going to stop that rod from going all the way through.
Так, it's for nail, да? Вот this distance, да, там А, допустим, да? It's колесо, да, вот это, да? And this distance, yes? B, yes? Understand? Distance
no.
B.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I'll just get him from around here.
Здесь можно здесь, it's not very important. This or this. Я вот люблю здесь. I like вот так. А.
Yep.
Distance.
Yeah.
Nail.
Yep.
А. Да?
Yeah. So the distance, sorry, from the stopper
Да.
to the nail is going to be A.
Да.
And that's what he's marked here. So A.
I.
A.
Yes.
That distance there.
Yes. Yes. Oh, conductor.
Conductor, template.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh. Sim. Yes. I see.
And that's gone. I don't know if you can see it there. Can you get in on that? Do you want to put it down on paper? And you can see the hole that goes through. both sides there. And the distance from there, the hole, to the end is A.
Yes? Good. Oh, keep it. Good. Да?
Now everyone,
It's what? It's the B.
Ah, is the wheel.
Yes? Oh.
And so you take the stopper out first.
Yeah.
Take the stopper out to the wire nail, and then just use a little narrow screwdriver to push this out.
It's for good.
Push this out of the hole.
Yeah? Good. It's good for
so this metal block has been made in advance. It's just a block of pear. It's got a hole that goes through it all the way to the other side, as we showed earlier, and that hole is drilled with this machine, a thicker needle that's slightly wider than the diameter of this, which is going to go through the wheel and hold the wheel into the cannon. Now, once he's done the two holes, he's drawn a pencil line across them so he knows exactly where the hole is. Then he's drilled one hole with this and a very narrow needle, not all the way through the block, but down to this hole. Now the reason he's done that is he's using a stopper. Actually, that was the thicker hole there. That was the first hole he drilled, and that lets him insert a wire into the wood. Now the purpose of the wire is to act as a stopper so that the axle of the wheel can't be pushed any further. That axle's inserted. Now if we look a bit closer at the diagram that we've got, I'll just redraw it here. So this is the wheel, this is the axle, this is the end of the axle, and this will be the beginning of the carriage. So that axle is going to stop in the carriage somewhere. Now we've also got two nails that come in. Now the distance between the nails and the end we'll just call A, and the distance from the nails to the end of the piece of wood, the end of the axle, will be B. What he does then is he drills another hole here, a very narrow hole that is measured a distance A from the end, from the wire. He puts this into the machine, holds it with the assistance of this, gets a very, very thin needle out. Now that needle has to have a diameter equal to the diameter of the pear nail. He makes sure the axle is in flush, brings this down onto the hole, and doesn't drill all the way through, but drills through the axle. He can then take it out and he'll have a perfect hole. And I'll just repeat the process now. What he's explained, is it rolling? What he's explained is he doesn't actually use this device to hold it. He says just hold it with your hand.
Yeah. Hand, correct. Hand.
Good.
Papa, yes. Good.
Okay, so I've just drilled through it. Open, and you can see a perfect hole all the way. Very good. Now, that's not the end of the problem. We've got to cut the axle at its required length. Now, Dr. Michael's also taken care of that, because this jig he's made, not only has he measured that distance to be A, but he's measured that distance there to be B. So what he does is he reinserts the axle into there, all the way flush, and then he can cut the axle off at that exact point using the saw, then puts it up on this disc sander, sands it away, and you've got an axle that's got a hole in it the same distance from the end. Every axle is going to be identical and also have the same length, and we'll do that now.
Each conductor, yes?
No damage, yeah. Okay, so the axle's protruding. Let's get this in the light. Is that enough light? The axle's protruding, it's pushed all the way in, and I'm going to run this along the circular saw. It's very important that you don't damage the template block, because that has to be the same length for each and every template.
No, it's distance. Stop. Я подниму его сейчас.
Yeah.
Oh. Go. Yes. After this,
You can see it's cut off. Now we go to disc sander.
no, it's not
Not important.
It's not important.
Because inside cannon.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes.
so we're not going to disc sand it. It's inside the cannon. No one's going to see it or know its length. And we then extract the wire
Yes.
and use something. Whoops, that's not going to work. You're going to shoot right here. Extract the wire with a narrow screwdriver.
Yes.
Push out the axle,
Yes.
and that distance.
Не тот.
That distance is going to be fixed, and so is that distance. So you've got a perfect axle for every wheel.
Oh.
And there's the other one we made. If you compare them, they're pretty much identical. Yeah, no, yeah.
Побольше сделай.
Too big.
Too big.
No.
Oh.
Get this done.
After this.
So, now we're going to be making the actual wheel.
Сейчас. Moment. It's small. Very small. Сейчас, one moment. Very small.
Okay, so we insert
No, it's distance good
only one nail.
for nail, for this
Yeah,
nail. Yeah?
we're only inserting one nail rather than two.
Wow.
The wheel is slipped on.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Glue, not glue.
No glue, no glue.
not glue.
Not necessary glue, not used.
Yes, right.
And there you have it.
Yes. Oh, yes. Audits. Oh, где наша деталь? Смотрите. Yes. Wow. Glue, да?
Here glue, bit tiny, small glue.
Yes, glue. Oh, boy.
And that's it. And that's everything.
And standard, да? Standard.
This here. Oh, not standard.
Mark! Well, that is a big time.
Yeah.
And not standard.
And not, what he's saying is these jigs that attach. Now remember, this table can be put onto this drill press, so you can get holes in the same position as well. What he's explaining is spend your time making a jig for both of these instruments for each particular process. It'll take you whatever it takes you. I know he prepares these tables like this. I've got one here in advance. He's got about 15 of them sitting there, and then he just glues wood on to make his own jig for each operation. Spend your time making this table, and then your results are all going to be standardized and perfect, and you're going to get them done in a fraction of the time.
This distance, very small and not round. Yes, it's simply. Oh, not what? Yes, understand?
Yeah.
они плоские порты. Not.
Yep.
Вот.
Straight.
Да. Углы только. Yes. Not problem. Angle. Да. Fixing. Angle.
Yep.
Our, да. Oh. And our pot. Angle. How? Angle. Identical. Angle I see in model. Так. Yes. Yes. And wow. Horizontal. Да?
Horizontal, yeah.
Вот. Control. Сейчас. Вот так вот я сделаю. Control. Good. Good angle. Yes. It's our шаблон. Туда. Oh. Oh. Good.
So he now sets the angle of the table according to this angle.
Yes.
And then he puts all the wood gun ports in to get the correct angle on the gun port. If that makes sense. So he first measures with a shablon, which is a cardboard template, on the model, puts it up against, as he did here, measures the angle compared to the horizontal, marks it, cuts it with scissors, gets this shape, and changes the angle of the table accordingly till he's achieved that shape, and then puts the wood in.
What angle, да?
Not angle.
Oh. Well, distance, да? Oh, good. Yes. Oh. Here. Stop. No. Angle.
Like this?
Yes. After, да?
Turn it around. We've now created two angles that weren't there before. I don't know if you can see those angles. And you can see the angle on that side and the other side. It's sort of the edge has got an angle that way, both edges.
Вот так. Вот так. Oh. Yes? Вот. В открытом состоянии вот так. Yes? And, вот.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah, so now all he's done is he's
Distance только. We must be the size
big,
the
big, more big.
For the triangle, да? Yes?
It'll now close and sit flush because we've set that angle on the edge.
Yeah.
You can see now that the top edge is sitting horizontally.
Yes. Conductor.
Again.
But conductor.
Every gun port different.
No.
No?
No, it's a big work. What?
Big work.
What?
Maybe we make one.
What? Gun port, да? Medium.
Dr. Mishka, this pen. And we'll take
Yes. On middle port, да? Middle port.
Yep, middle.
Middle port. Yes.
Midships, yep.
It's a middle, да? Вот. 90, yes?
90 degrees, yes.
It's a good. Вот. We made conductor for middle.
Yep.
Yes. This size, да?
Yep.
No? Au, да? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. Значит, size our conductor. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Good.
Conductor, by the way, means
Yeah.
template for everybody. We're making a template.
Make. Make.
Uh-huh. For nails.
Make. Make. Yes? And after this, wow, I made conductor for this material. What is? Радиомонтажный.
Copper.
It's
Copper.
No, it's not copper. One. Plastic. It's for radio.
Computers.
Yes.
Chips. Yes.
Not chips. No, it's a plate
Conductor.
Yeah.
for
Motherboard or-
for montage.
Okay.
Radio,
Electronics.
the electronics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
Вот. It's good material. Вот. Вот. То есть after this, да, мы кондуктор размечаем. Yes?
And not milling machine.
No. Вот накалываем, да, то есть как бы, я на другой стороне сделаю. This. It's small, да? Опять-таки.
Okay, small grooves.
Да.
Sorry, small grooves. Each time
Да.
he pricks, he makes a very
It's
small.
for сверло. Yeah?
For the position of the needle.
Yes.
Only position of needle.
Yes. It's very, да, вот. Он может, да, machine, вот. Чик, good.
So the needle on this drill press will find the grooves and fall inside.
Yes.
And next one.
Yeah.
And next one.
Yeah.
So this has series of grooves like this. Surface.
Да.
Ooh.
Он,
Made by pressing on it with this spiky thing which you use to mark the nails on the deck.
small сверло, она, oh, wow. It's not good.
So what he's
Doesn't
saying,
look
the
good.
grooves are necessary. If we just get a bit of a wider, the grooves are necessary to hold this drill piece steady when it goes through the gun port. Otherwise, it will slip on the surface. If this is perfectly smooth, the drill piece will slip. If it goes into a hole, in without a problem. So we have to mark the holes first with this to achieve that on the surface.
Yes, да? Вот. Making. After this, да, берем сюда and it's a big work, да, very perfectly. Yes? Да? Oh. All this, да? Вот.
You already
One or
do.
two, yes, да. Вот. Всё. Сделали. Finish. Yes? Вот. After this, for gun port.
So he basically then uses a drill press to mark all these
Да.
positions of the nails.
Yes. After this, так, берем. Вот this distance, да, constant.
Okay.
Yes?
All gun ports.
For all gun ports. Да?
Okay.
Gun ports. This size and this size. Next gun ports. More on this form. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So as you go into the front and the back of the ship, they take on those shapes. In the middle, they're like that. But this distance, identical.
Identical. Yes.
All for
yes.
gun ports. Yes, I
That's
remember.
good. Yes. Вот. Значит, for this distance, wow, conductor, glue. Yes. Say. After this, делаем stopper, да? And stopper small distance.
Small
yes?
distance.
Там могут он. Yes.
Yep.
Understand.
Yeah.
Да.
Oh, for camera.
Да.
1 minute. Inserted a stopper at the top there.
Да? Вот. And next stopper. No, this again. Вот.
And another stopper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Вот.
So we're leaving a small small distance up and there,
Yes.
but нет.
Нет.
But left and right, it's fixed.
Да,
You can move
да.
up and down slightly.
Сейчас нарисуем на плоскости. Это. Вау. Так, yes. Сейчас. Understand, да? Yes. Window for gun port.
A window for gun port.
Да, вот. Бам, да? Gun port. Conductor, да? In this gun port have window, small window.
Yep.
Yes?
Not all gun port.
Вот. In this situation, да? Вот. This window is our base.
Okay.
Да? Yes? Вот.
Yeah.
На самом деле. Получается так. Gun port. Window. Small wood. Understand, да?
Small wood.
Да? Bump. So, fixing. Yes? After this. Oh. Да? Вот. And early. Yeah? Understand? What? This. Верно. Conductor. What it's? Gun port. No make next gun port. Yes? Conductor have make. Understand? Huh? What? And one moment. And сверло, да? No. Oh. Strong.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. I think нет, all the way through.
No.
Half.
Да.
Half.
Вот this. Very good. Yes?
There's a little scale.
Fixing gap. Oh. Yes.
So you can't go more than a certain distance.
Да.
to
Вот
fix that.
this.
You can adjust this little needle here, and that'll control the depth of cut. So for instance, if I only want to cut 6 millimeters, I'd move that down to 6, tighten it.
No, it's what? No, it's
It's not tight enough.
Oh.
Yeah, so yeah, what you basically do is you can adjust the depth of cut. You can move that to the depth you want. So that's about 3 to 4.
Fixing.
Fix it hard, and you can see that will only go down so far. So that controls your depth of cut into the gun port.
Yes. And
5.
good. Yeah. It's a standard for all gun port. What?
But gun port different форма.
Вот, да. Значит, мы кладем кондуктор, да? Gun port. Yes? Вот. Значит, мы...
This форма?
Да, this форма. I saw, значит, так, лежит он, вот. Карандашом. In this place, да? Not.
Okay.
Yes? Вот. А это сделать. After winnow. И сколько... Сейчас. Вот. Winnow. И получилось двумя. Вот, да?
Yeah.
Very
so that's
good.
what you're going to get in your...
Вот. I didn't know. Да? Empty.
Yes.
Empty. After this, gun port. And...
very careful.
Yes.
With this hand, very, very careful.
Да, okay. Вот. It's a small number. Да. It's easy. Вот.
Only male.
Вот. No making and standard. Вот big time making.
Standard big time after quick.
Yeah, вот. It's a standard, да, вот.
I'll explain. Forma of standard. Forma of standard. From plans.
Yeah, one. Yeah,
How do I... This just boxwood. Oh no, plank. This forma here on anchor. Just here?
Yes,
Careful? Careful?
Yes.
Yeah, and...
Да, it's easy.
Or even